What if your coding assistant can also control your browser? Build the component in the terminal, test it live in the browser, find the bugs in the console of the browser, fix those bugs, and then verify them for you. All this happening without any kind of switching windows or tabs for you. This is Claude Code. It's a command line AI coding assistant from Anthropic, and it just got its superpower. It can now control your browser. Welcome to my channel on AI automation. In today's lesson, I'm going to show you the entire setup and two detailed demos that is going to change the way you think about development and automation in your real life in general. So here is the plan. First, we are going to look at what this Claude Code and Chrome integration looks like. Second is the complete setup. It will take about 5 minutes to entirely set up what we are going to do today. Third is the deep dive on a demo that I'm going to show you how we are going to create a small checkout application with Claude Code. If you have not seen Claude Code in action, wait for that demo. Once that is done, we are going to deliberately inject a bug into it and then ask the Claude Code to find the bug with the help of Chrome browser and console logs, fix the bug, test it out, and even create a jiffy image for us so that the entire recording is recorded for verification later. And number 4 is the demo about a multi-site automation that you can use as a regular person or a solopreneur in your day-to-day life. So stay tuned till the end of the lesson for both the demos as well as some powerful tips right at the end. Let me break down what we are actually connecting over here or building over here. First thing on the left, you see Claude Code, that is a terminal based AI coding assistant. You run it from your command line, or you can use Visual Studio like coding editors or Cursor, which is AI coding editor, and use the terminal inside it in order to access Claude Code. It can read your code base, it can read your folder hierarchy, it can automate tasks, it can write code for you, it can run commands for you, it can help you build things that you can imagine and put in words. Now on the other hand, we have Claude for Chrome as a browser extension. It lets AI see what is on your screen, take actions on it, click buttons, fill forms, and navigate pages. When you connect them together, Claude Code can do both for you. It can build the apps right into the terminal and then test them out in the browser. If you are still wondering what could be the key capabilities, how it can be useful for me, well, the first advantage or first kind of capability that you get is live debugging capability. Claude can read your console errors or DOM directly into the Chrome browser. Then it can fix those errors right into your code base and test them out for you. So no more copy pasting of those console errors into your Claude Code. The second capability Claude gets is the design verification. It can do it on your behalf. So you have a mockup, you ask the Claude to build it for you, then you can ask it to even open the Chrome browser and verify if the output matches your mockup or not. Thirdly, you can also do entire testing of your web app. You can test the form validation, you can check the user flow and catch regressions. Fourth thing is, if you have authenticated apps on your browser, Claude Code, when connected with Chrome browser extension, it can basically assume the authenticated session for the apps that you are already logged in. So example, if you're logged into Gmail or Google Sheets or LinkedIn, it can use the same session without you providing it any kind of API keys, and then it can take action on behalf of you. And that takes us to the fifth and the most powerful advantage, which is the task automation it can do for you. It can fill various forms for you. It can do data entry for you in maybe like, Google Sheets or Excel sheets, and it can even perform a multi-site automation workflow. And for that, we are going to have a demo later in this video. Now we are going to jump into how you can set up on your machine. So let's get to the screen share. So first thing, as a prerequisite that you will need is, one, you will need a paid Claude plan, which could be Pro, Team, or Enterprise version. The second one is Google Chrome. You need to have that installed. Third thing is the Chrome extension of Claude, which should be greater than version 1.0.36, and the Claude Code CLI, which should be greater than 2.0.73. This video is not about how to set up Claude Code, so I'm going to just show you the command that you can use on your command line in order to install the Claude. So basically what you can do is, so you can go to the Claude Code documentation and you can just copy paste this command over here, curl fssl https bash. Try to do the native install. Don't rely on Hebrew or npm. This is the best one that works. So copy this and just paste it on your terminal. So for this setup, I'm going to use my favorite editor, which is Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to use the terminal inside it. That's how I use it. I don't use the regular terminal of the Mac. Rather, I prefer to use the terminal integrated within the Visual Studio, because what it gives you, it gives me access in one screen or one window to the files that the Claude Code is working upon as well. So right now I'm over here, I'm going to open the terminal. So let's open a new terminal over here. So you can see I'm going to expand this using this icon. So the terminal is open. It is always recommended that you create some sort of a directory. In that directory, you open your terminal so that you are not accidentally putting everything in your root directory. So do that. I have created this temp folder over here, chrome-plugin-temp. That is what we are going to use for the rest of the lesson. So like I said, you can go to the Chrome over here, use this command and just paste it over here. Right, so if you paste it over here, press enter, it is going to install the Claude Code for you. Then what you have to do is, if I go back to the documentation, you will see that you would need to log into your account. Like I said in the prerequisite, you would need a pro account or a Teams account or an enterprise account, but you must be a paid Claude Code user or Claude user in order to access Claude Code on terminal. So that's what you have to do, otherwise you won't be able to use it. Now once you have installed Claude Code using the command that we have on the screen or terminal right now, then what you have to do is you have to authenticate to your paid plan. I have already installed it. We'll cover this entire installation, what is the best way to install Claude Code on your system, in a separate lesson on this YouTube channel. Otherwise, you can just pretty much follow these steps. Then the next thing, as soon as you enter Claude, it is going to ask you to authenticate, or you can use the second command which is written over here, that is like /login, in order to log in and connect your account to the terminal of your system. So once that is done, I'm not going to run this command because Claude Code is already installed on my system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to check the version, because that was also a prerequisite. So you just need to write Claude --version. So it is going to show us the version. So right now we are at 2.0.74 Claude Code version. That is what we needed. We needed a version that is greater than 2.0.73. So we are sorted over here. If you are installing it first time, it will install the latest stable version of it. Otherwise, you can just run an update command to update your Claude Code CLI. So now the prerequisite is sorted for the Claude Code. The other prerequisite that we have to sort is the Chrome browser. If you do not use Chrome browser, you have to use it because it does not work for any other browser as of now. Maybe in the future the support will come, but as of now it is only for the Chrome browser. I already have Chrome browser, I use it. So the next prerequisite was installing the Claude Code Chrome browser extension. So I'm going to open the Chrome browser. Let me go ahead. So now you can see Chrome browser is here. All right, let's go to the extensions of the Chrome. So over here you can see this puzzle sign. I'll click on it. I'll go to the manage extensions and then I'll click on this Chrome web store. So let's go over here. Now over here, I'm going to search Claude Code. Let's search it. So these are not the one that we need. Let's come down. All right. So this is the one that we need, Claude for Chrome. That is in beta right now. So you can expect some bugs. So I'm going to click on it. Let's click on add to Chrome. So this is going to ask me. So it is going to add the extension. So now let's do one thing. Let's just restart. So it is asking for us to log in into the Claude AI account. So I'm going to use my Claude AI account. So I'm going to log in over here. So now it is asking me, Claude for Chrome would like to connect to your Claude chat account. Your account will be used for these permissions: access your Anthropic profile information, contribute to Claude subscription usage, and create, continue, and delete conversation. So you have to authorize it because this is the need of it. So you will authorize it. So now you can see that the Claude is in our Chrome. So that means we are connected. Now we can give it a challenge as well. As you can see, your inbox is full of meeting RSVPs. Can Claude archive this kind of a task for you? So we are getting over there. Let's close it. And for some reason, sometimes it does not work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close the browser and restart it again. So let's close the browser over here. And I'm going to open a new window again. This is just on the safer side because sometimes I have seen that it does not work. Now we are going to click the puzzle icon again, and I'm going to click on this pin over here that will pin the Claude Sparkle icon over here as an extension so we can access it anytime. So if I click on it, now you can see that this is a beta feature. I understand, you can just accept that, and then you can click on next, and then just let's go. So now we are into Claude connected with our Chrome, and I can select a model over here. I have an option of selecting Opus 4.5, Haiku 4.5 and Sonnet 4.5. So that means this connectivity has been completed. Now let's jump on to the next step. Now let me close this. Now the third step that we have to do is we have to connect Claude Code with this Chrome extension that we have just installed, or the Chrome browser in general. So in order to do that, we have to go back to our Visual Studio where the command line was there. So I'll go back over there, and you can see we are in this temporary folder. So over here, what we have to write is this command, Claude -- Chrome. So this is a very important command because now this is telling to open Claude Code connected with our Chrome. So if I press enter over here, since the prerequisites are solved, you can see for a brief moment Chrome browser opened and then it came back over here. It is asking me to allow the permission to trust this folder. So I'm going to just enter it. So now you can see Claude in Chrome beta. This is connected. That's why it is showing in your terminal. I have to press enter to continue. The Claude Code is up and running, connected with Claude in Chrome. And how do you ensure that it is connected? You can write the / command, which is /Chrome. So you can see that if I am seeing this, I'm going to press enter. So this is providing me the status of Claude in Chrome. Right now you can see that status is enabled, extension is installed. You can manage the permission, you can reconnect the extension, you can enable by default as well. Otherwise you can use Claude -- Chrome or Claude -- no Chrome if you have already enabled it by default. So choice is yours, but ours is connected and up and running. So I'll just escape. Let's do a quick test and make sure everything is working fine. I already have some prompts already configured for this particular tutorial. I'm going to attach it to the description of the video. Go ahead and download them. So let's go ahead and paste our first prompt, which says open google.com, click the search field and type Claude Code tutorial and tell me what autocomplete suggestion appears. So let's see what it does. And I'll show you that it has opened the window, but on my other monitor. All right. So you can see that right now I was in plan mode. A plan mode is a mode that is there in Claude Code so that you understand the plan first and then let it execute. So first I have to exit the plan mode. So let me go ahead and tell it to exit the plan mode. All right. Now it is basically going to work. So Claude wants to exit the plan mode. Let me say yes. Now I can proceed with the browser task. Let me navigate. So you can see that now it is going to navigate. So now you can see that over here, it is asking Claude wants to navigate, allow this action, and then always allow action on this side. I can click on this action. So now it is opening it up. So you can see that now the message comes, Claude started debugging this browser. You can see Claude Code tutorial is here. And now it is going to take a snapshot and go back probably, or read all this information and go back. Let's see what's happening over here. And you can see that in our integrated terminal in Visual Studio Code, you can see I typed Claude Code in the Google form field. Here are the autocomplete suggestions that appeared. And if I go back over here, you can see that both of them are up and running and doing the work for us. So everything is working as expected. So that's the power that Claude Code, when connected with Chrome extension, gives you. So now let's go to the next section and start demonstrating the real power or real use case a developer may have, and then later a day-to-day life automation that would ease out a lot of things for you. For our first big demo today, we need a simple web app, and for creating a simple web app, I'm going to use Claude Code in front of you so that you can see that how it live codes a simple checkout page. We are going to inject some bug into it, and then we are going to troubleshoot with the help of what setup we did just now. Alright, I'm back at the Visual Studio Code and the integrated terminal is open. Right now we have exited out of Claude. So what we are going to do is, as you can see, I'm currently in the old directory that we created earlier in the lesson. So I'm going to create a new directory over here just for this web app that we are going to create. So mkdir demo-checkout. So this has created that. Let's get into it. Now we are going to start the Claude. So you can see Claude, and what we had to do, --Chrome, so that it logs in with the Chrome access. All right, our Claude has started. Let's check the connection. Okay, so status is enabled, extension is installed. So I'm going to get out of it. So I'm going to also exit out of plan mode for now, or let me demo the plan mode as well. So I have this prompt which we will be using to create a simple checkout page. I'm going to paste it. Like I said, all these prompts are available in the description of the video as well. So you can go and download it over there. So let me paste it over here. So create a simple e-commerce checkout page with a product card showing premium weight, checkout form, a complete purchase button. When clicked, it should validate the form and show success message. Style it to look clean and modern. And there are some guidelines over here. Create an index.html file. So we are going to click on it. As you can see, I'm in the Claude plan mode. So first Claude is going to create the plan for it, what it is going to do. Once I approve it, then it is going to take action. So if I tab out of it, then you can see that accept edits on. So this means that I can accept the edits that it is proposing and it can continue without creating any kind of plan. So I always prefer to go into plan mode first and then basically build out. So let me go in the plan mode and show you a demo as well, quick demo of how plan mode works. So let's click on this, and now Claude Code has started working. So you can see that right now it is thinking. So now it is saying I'll explore the current directory first to understand what's already in there. There is nothing inside the directory. So that means it has to create from scratch. So that means this is a straightforward single file task with clear requirements. Let me brief plan. So now it is creating a plan. It is going to save that plan in the session so that the plan is not lost. And as you can see, now the plan has been outputted. So this is basically the structure it is explaining. It is a single HTML file with embedded CSS, style and JavaScript. And these are the components that it is going to create. Styling, these are the things. And then would you like me to proceed? This is what I was talking about, that in plan mode, first it offers you a plan, then you can edit the plan, then you can manually approve the edits, or you can tell something else to Claude to work upon if you don't like the plan. So now we are going to say that let's go ahead and proceed it. So I'm going to say yes, auto accept with edits. So now it is going to go ahead and create the web app for us. I'm going to fast forward this particular piece over here. All right, so you can see that it says you can open the file in the browser to test it, or I can use the browser automation tools to preview it if you would like. So what we are going to say is open and test the checkout page. So I'm just going to tab out, open and test the checkout page. So what I can also do is, let me just put it on the right, and let's see if it opens the browser on the left hand side. Let me open a new browser window. Let me drag it there on the left. So now on the right hand side, you can see open and test checkout page. So I'm going to click on enter. Let's see what happens. All right, you can see that it has opened up the Chrome browser. Now it is asking for us to allow for the permission. So allow actions on this website. I'm going to click yes. So on the right hand side, you can see that it is still figuring it out what is happening. It is trying to load, the site cannot be reached. So it is getting, navigation is completed, but still it is saying that failed to read the page. Frame with ID 0 is showing error. So you can see that it is trying to access what is happening on the Chrome browser and then taking action on the right hand side and then trying to fix it. And I'm sure once it will fix it, it is going to load it. So I'm going to again allow the access. So you can see that it said that there was no local server. So let me start a local server to serve the page over HTTP instead. And now basically it is trying to serve so it has spinned up the local server as well, as it was troubleshooting the error on the Chrome page. This is something new. This is something that you would be doing manually by copy pasting errors over here and then Claude Code figuring it out what is happening. Now this is all automated for you. Alright, so I'm going to click allow, and you can see that our checkout page is live and active, and now it is going to validate empty form submission for us. So it is basically starting to test out. See, it has entered, please enter your full name. If the information was not there, that means it is basically testing it out, the entire form, whether the functionality is working or not. So that means it now knows that the test 1 validate empty form submission is passed. Now comes the test case 2, which is fill in the valid data and complete the purchase. So now it is filling the valid data and now it's trying to complete the purchase. So now it is basically completing and the payment is successful. And as you can see that everything is happening on an automated way. So now you can see the message over here, all tests are passed, the checkout page is working correctly, and these are the test results that you can see. And it has stopped the background server as well. So it has killed the shell for us. So that means no longer it is needed, or no longer it is using or utilizing my resources on the system. And again, a brief summary is also over here. Now you can keep on building new and new feature as it is suggesting, but I don't want to do that. I want to like inject another bug into it and show you how it can read the console errors and then fix it again in live action mode for you. So for that, we'll enter another prompt over here. So let me copy the other prompt. So I'm going to paste it over here. So what this bug injection prompt says is, now introduce a subtle bug in the checkout validation. Make it so the form submits successfully even when the email field is empty, but only when the user has filled in the first name. Don't tell me what you have changed. I want to find it. Alright, so it has introduced a bug which is subtle in nature, which is not going to happen every time, although it knows it. But imagine a scenario, the QA has reported, hey, sometimes the checkout page is working and sometimes it is not working. I don't know what is going on. And when the bug report says the checkout works sometimes, the sometimes thing is the real killer. I would say like it's the worst kind of an issue, because sometimes it is happening, sometimes it is not. So that's where exactly this whole debug loop that is being solved over here is going to come in very handy and very helpful for engineers like us. So let's go ahead and debug this. I have a bug report, checkout works with the email, but only sometimes. I need to find it, fix it, and verify the fix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt 3 or 4 prompts, and I'm not going to copy paste anything from one window to another window. I'm not going to context switch from the Chrome tab into the Claude Code. I'm going to just use the Claude Code and let it use Crhome so that they can work together and fix this bug for us. We don't have to manually copy paste and act as an intermediary between these two sessions or these two windows. As the manual chaos we are removing over here. So let's go ahead and enter the first prompt that I have over here. Open the checkout page and try to reproduce this bug report. Checkout sometimes allows submission without an email address. Test different combination and tell me exactly what you observe. Let's see what it does. So now let's take a look at both the screens, right? So let me start the server. It says systematically test this bug report, right? So now Claude is working for you in order to reproduce this bug. So it opened the app. Now it is going to have the checkout page open. As you can see, the checkout is open. Now it is going to try different combinations and try to reproduce why sometimes this bug is happening and why sometimes it is not happening. So you can see that it is like saying, I'll systematically test different combinations. Let me track my test. Test 1, all fields empty. You are not doing this manual work, right? This is amazing, guys, right? This is the next level of coding. This is the next level of troubleshooting, debugging. And that's the pain, right? The debugging part in most of the engineers' life, the debugging, the issues. Building is fun, but like debugging issues, now Claude Code is there to help us all out. And I'm really excited to try more and more features around this particular scenario. As you can see, it is like going to continuously test and tell me which scenario is failing. So you can see that the test 2 result over here, it says only card field shows error. The email field has no error through it. Now it is running the third test. So it is going to continuously run this test, and I'm going to skip to the test where I need the result back. So it is reporting the bug is confirmed. The form submitted successfully with no email address. It was payment successfully with order ID this. So that means now it has got where the bug is. So here you can see that the summary of the bug has been created, and if you can integrate it with your Atlassian tools or any sort of service management tools that you are using in order to file the bug report back or results back, it can do that for you as well if you automate it further. So now I'm not going to say that fix it. Now I'm going to have another prompt over here. Check the browser console for any sort of errors or warnings, and then look at the validation logic in index.html. Identify the likely cause of this bug and explain it to me. So now again, we are not saying it to fix it, right? We are just saying it, read the console logs, right? And then see whether the issue is there or not, whether you understand the issue from the console log or not, and then report it back over here. So it is saying that it has checked the console errors. There are no console errors. So that means now it is going to check the validation logic in the code. So that is also correct. So that means it is basically able to identify whether the console errors have been reported, and at times they are there, and at times there are hidden errors in the console which we as developers don't look at. So you can always tell Claude Code to identify if there are any kind of hidden console errors that is not impacting the functionality, but maybe something else that is going on, and then report it back over here. So now it has identified the root cause. You can see that the problem is also there. Line this one has erroneous error condition, and it is also providing us a suggestion, fix the email validation bug. So I'm not going to use the suggestion that I have a well structured prompt for it. I'm going to paste it over here. You can see fix the validation logic, so that all three fields are always required. After you make a change, reload the page in Chrome, text the bug is fixed by trying to submit it without the email, and confirm the form works correctly or not. Tell me the result, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And you can see that throughout this conversation that I am having, I'm only working on the right window. I'm not even going on the left window. I'm just seeing what is happening. As you can see, it has again started debugging in this browser, but I'm not going over there. Now it has fixed it. Now it has started verifying the bug is fixed or not. And then it is going to report us back. So you can see it is showing bug is fixed. Email now shows error even without the name field. So that means it is going to verify the other test cases as well, and it is going to kill the server that it is using. Now you can see that whatever the scenario is, expected scenario is working fine. All the test cases are passed. So that means everything is now working perfectly. Now I want the recording of whatever is happening or the bug that has been reported, and record it as a GIF file, so that the entire thing or entire test case execution validation of it from the developer or engineer standpoint is recorded and saved in the local directory, and you can upload it into the bug report wherever it has been uploaded, either in Jira or Asana or whatever your team is using over there. So I'm going to paste the last prompt over here. You can see record a GIF showing the fixed checkout flow. Start with an empty form, fill in these details, click the complete purchase, show the success message, and save the GIF as this in the current directory. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's see whether it is able to produce a GIF as well or not. So it is again starting the server. It has started the server. Now it is going to perform the steps on our checkout page. And by the way, my Claude Code is set up with some sort of skills. Again, skills is something that Claude Code can use, or Claude can use in general. These are called Claude skills. And I'm going to have a dedicated video on how you can use Claude skills, Claude projects. And if you're not subscribed or looking forward on my Substack, you should go now and subscribe to my Substack as well, because that's where I publish a lot of tutorials. 3 tutorials a week are published over there. So you can stay tuned over there as well. What's happening, what's going around in the world of Claude, N8N, AI automation in general. I post stuff around that. So go ahead and subscribe to that. So now you can see that it is stopping the recording. The entire GIF has been created, and you can see that checkout-fix GIF has been created. Let's open this and see. So let's go ahead and come over here. So you can see that the GIF is over here. Let me open this. And now you can see that GIF is playing. So this is the recording that Claude is searching in the background, but it is on my external drive. That is why it is not able to search it. So you can see that with just 4 prompts in the terminal, we reproduced the bug, we fixed the bug, we verified the bug, we saved a GIF animation of the entire recording of the resolved bug. No copy pasting any errors from one window to another. no copy pasting screenshot from one window to Claude or ChatGPT and identifying what's going on. No screenshots to be taken of what happened and what you fixed. This is the new debugging world we are entering into. And if you have not gone up to speed with this kind of workflow, then now is the time that you can get hands-on on Claude Code and use this special Claude Code for Chrome browser extension in order to marry both of them together and automate a lot of things as a developer for you. So what essentially happens is when you install the Claude Code's Chrome extension in your Chrome browser, it starts using Chrome's native messaging API. And when you install it, it is more like installing a native messaging host that can receive command from Claude Code so that Claude Code can interact with the Chrome browser in order to perform tasks. So these commands are received through Chrome's native messaging API in order to let Claude Code control itself. You need to note one thing, that when Claude Code is performing action on behalf of you, it will always open new tabs. It is not going to take over the existing tabs. So if the LinkedIn is open as in an existing tab, then it is not going to take over that tab. It is going to open a new tab, use the session authentication from the existing open tab and perform the task for you on LinkedIn or on Gmail or any other app that you have opened. The second thing that you have to note is, in case any kind of login authentication challenge is passed to it or CAPTCHA is passed to it, then it is not going to work. You have to perform the task manually. You have to approve the authentication or user credential you have to put in. And similarly, you have to complete the CAPTCHA challenge in case it is there. Once that is done, then you can go back to Claude Code and tell, I have successfully executed the task that was blocking you. Go ahead and continue. Then it is going to continue. And third and final thing is that there is no headless control or headless support right now over here. You need to have the Chrome window visible. If the Chrome window is not visible or live, then it is not going to work. It is not like a headless kind of a testing that can be performed with the browser closed. But this demo was totally developer focused. So now let's shift on to the fourth part of this video, which is the demo where we are going to automate multi-site automation. And here is the scenario. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and search in LinkedIn to all those profiles that have AI automation in their headlines or profiles anywhere. I want to record these profiles and log it into the sheet or Google Sheet that I am already logged into. So that's what I want to automate so that I can do some sort of web scraping. So this is more like a web scraping, and you don't need any kind of setup apart from Claude Code and Chrome and Claude Code extension for the Chrome. You don't need any other extension for it. Before I go to the Claude Code terminal, one thing that I told you is that Claude is going to use the session of an already logged in user. It is not going to authenticate itself. So for this particular scenario to work, I have to log into my Google Sheets account, and I have to also log into the LinkedIn account and keep those tabs open. So you can see that on the left hand side, this Chrome browser is open where our checkout page is there. So I'm going to, let's suppose, like close it. And this whole group is managed by Claude over here. This whole tab group of Claude is being managed. So the access is already there for all the tabs which are there. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to, like, let's say, click linkedin.com. Sorry. Let's open this. So it has opened my profile. Now I'm logged in over here, right? So now it's going to, let's go ahead and open Sheets. So let's open Sheets. So I'm also, like, kind of logged into the Sheets over here. So let's keep these tabs separate. It's just to show you that these tabs are there and I'm already authenticated into it. Claude Code is going to open a new tab. Like I said earlier in the lesson as well, it is not going to overtake the tabs which are already open. Rather, it is going to open a new tab. So for that, I have like a prompt. Again, like this prompt you can find in the description of the video as well. Let me copy this and let me paste it over here. Or let me exit this out. Let's clear the session first. So now we have cleared the session. Now let me paste it over here. So I need you to do a multi-site workflow. Open Google Sheets at sheets.google.com. Create a new blank sheet. Rename it to AI Automation Leads. In the first row, add headers, name, title, company, LinkedIn URL. Open the LinkedIn in new tab. Search for people with AI automation in their title. From the search results, extract the first 5 people's information, the name, title, profile link, and the company. Go back to the Google Sheet and add each person as a new row with their information. Tell me when it's done and give me the sheet URL. Work through this step by step. If you hit any login page, let me know and I'll handle them. Now let's see what is going to happen. Now I'm really excited to see, because I'm doing it also for the first time, this whole multi-site automation workflow. I got the idea while creating this video and I'm really excited to see how it works. Alright, so as expected, LinkedIn has blocked this search or this scraping for us, and you can see that Claude is reporting that LinkedIn term service violation. LinkedIn is explicitly prohibited automated scraping, and there are privacy concerns as well. What I can help you instead, so you can see that it is letting us know that it can create a Google Sheet manually. LinkedIn legitimate tools can be used, or manual data entry can happen, or other research through other approaches can be done. Now that LinkedIn has blocked us, let's try another simple scenario. I'm going to paste another prompt over here, and this time what we are going to do is I'm going to create an AI news or automation news, so that I can gather all the information what is happening in the AI automation world. If I have to automate that kind of a piece, I can do that. And one of the glimpses that I want AI automation news as a Google Sheet somewhere in my Google Sheets that needs to be created. Then in the first row, it adds headers, serial number, title, URL, then open Hacker News at this particular website. Extract the titles and URLs of the first top 10 stories, formatted like their title, their URL, go back to the Google Sheet, add each result as a new row with their information. Tell me when you are done and give me the sheet URL. So let's go ahead and try this one out, whether it works or not. I hope this works, because I was really hoping that LinkedIn automation can happen, or LinkedIn scraping can happen. A lot of use cases would get solved, but LinkedIn is pretty protective about their policies. So now this time it seems that it is going to read, and it has access to the MCP tool. So it is now going to open the URL probably. So anytime it should open. So opening Google Sheets. Now it is going to open a Google Sheet. I'm already logged in over here, right? You can see that already logged in. Now let's see whether, now you can see that Claude started debugging this browser. Now it is going to basically create a new blank sheet. Now it is asking me permission again, so I'll just allow it. All right, so it has created a new sheet. You can see that. Now it is probably going to rename it as well. It's doing some things. So one action is completed. You can see that it's saying that I can see the untitled worksheet at the top. Let me close this sidebar and rename the spreadsheet. So it closed the sidebar as well, and now it is renaming the spreadsheet. At the top you can see the cursor is there. I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching or clicking anything in the left hand window. So you can see that the title field is now active. You can see spreadsheet renamed successfully. Now let me add the headers. I'll click on the cell A1 first. So now it is adding the headers. It's just a demo to give you an idea of what you can do. It's just about how you can prompt Claude Code so that it can perform actions on your behalf on the Chrome or any kind of browser based automation that you have to create. All right, it seems that Claude Code has completely created the worksheet as we have expected. Now it should go through the second step, which is like open Hacker News and extract top 10 stories. So now it is going to open up Hacker News. Let's see what it does. So now it has opened a new tab, right? So I have to allow it. So let's allow that. Now it has opened the Hacker News. Now it is going to get the top 10 stories from it. It's not about AI automation, but at least it is getting the top 10 stories from Hacker News. So it is extracting, okay, top 5 has been extracted. Now let me go back to the Google Sheet and add all 10 stories over there. I think the problem is that at one place I said in the prompt I need top 10 stories, the other place I said 5. So you can make that correction and expect the prompt to work as expected. It is doing what it is supposed to do. So now let's go back. I don't think it has opened up the other tab. So you can see that it is the sheet has headers, cell 2 is selected, and let me go back to the sheet. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah, so you can see that it did not shift the tab for us. It kept on the Hacker News tab, but in the tab which was already open, it is already performing the action. So that also means that you can continue working on a different tab wherever you want to work. So that's another advantage. So it's pretty cool. It is adding it, it is going to complete the action in a while. By that time I'm going to like fast forward it, but you have got the idea that now multi-site automation workflows can also be automated with the help of Claude Code and Claude Chrome browser extension. If you are doing this sort of a task manually yourself, you can see that, or you can imagine how much time it would take, probably 10-15 minutes to copy paste all this. And the best part of all this, whatever automation is happening, is that you did not set up any sort of API keys or authentication. Any time you are logged into the Chrome browser on any tab with your authentication already there, it is just using or leveraging the already authenticated browser session and doing the job for you. That's the beauty, because with all other automations so far, what we have to do is we have to set up those authentication keys. We have to set up that authentication bridge so that they can work. Over here, it is asking your permission as well. But once you have provided the permission, it is doing the task automatically. It has already recorded the 7th record from the search. I'm going to press escape so that it cancels. So you can see that it has interrupted whatever it was doing. So now I'm going to minimize this. Let me maximize this. And now I'm going to show you some power tips that you can use in order to make most use of Claude Code with Chrome. So let's go ahead with the first one. Let me just first clear this session. So I'm going to write /clear. So now it has cleared everything that we were doing, like the conversation. The first tool or first tip that you can use is if you write /mcp, it is going to show you like what all tools you have access to. So you can see that I have access to Claude in Chrome, and I have also access to plugin Notion. So I have installed this Notion as well. It needs authentication. I'll later on set it up, but you got the idea that you can get a list of all the tools that Claude has access to, and Claude in Chrome is already there. So if I click enter, so you can see that you can click on this. Now Claude in Chrome, JavaScript tool, read page, find, format, computer. So all these tools are available inside the Claude in Chrome. Right. So now let's go back. The second tip I already shared with you, that if you are encountering some sort of a login page or CAPTCHA challenges, you have to unblock the Claude. Claude is not going to unblock itself. So you log in, solve the CAPTCHA, come back to Claude and ask it to resume from wherever it left. So you have the control. It's completely safe that you are not giving your credential or complete access to Claude with your credentials. Once you have logged in, you are giving it the complete access based on the permission screens that you were seeing. The third thing I can show you is, I think you have already seen that as well. So /Chrome, if you enter this, so you can see that I'm going to enter. Let's go back. Okay, MCP dialog disks. So now if I write /Chrome, let me enter this, and now I can manage the permission. I can reconnect the extension, and the best one is that I can enable it by default. Whether you want it by enable default or not, that is up to you. So make sure that you are 100% sure that every time you are working with Claude Code, the Chrome extension is enabled by default or not. I prefer not to run it by default. I prefer it like --Chrome. Then you enter the Claude Code session, knowing that you have given the access with Chrome. Fourth thing is, while troubleshooting or debugging with the console output errors, those error outputs or console errors could be very, very noisy, right? There could be many sort of issues out there. So you can tell Claude to search for specific thing, like you can tell Claude to search for network errors only. You can tell Claude to search for specific scripting issue or specific file issues. You can tell Claude to search for only React based warnings and fix them. The more specific you are with Claude Code, the better it will be for it to produce the results or troubleshoot those errors. And finally, now if we look at some of the limitations, you can see that this is still in beta. So expect some sort of bugs, errors in them, not exactly working for all the expected scenarios. So that's like one thing. The other thing is, it is right now only Chrome. So only Chrome browser is allowed. If you are using some other browser, you don't want to install Chrome, then this is not going to work for you. It's no Firefox, no Safari, no Arc. Right? WSL is not supported if you are on Windows. Few more tips of what you should not do. The first thing is, No financial transaction should happen with Claude Code. Be aware of it. Don't do that. Don't rely for now on this so much that you are trying to use financial transaction. I don't think that it is going to do. So don't have Claude pay your bills. You should not be acting or managing your passwords with Claude. So don't ask Claude to log into any sort of sensitive accounts or sensitive information that you have. Finally, if any kind of production deployments are going out, then don't do it without any kind of supervision. Always watch what is happening. Remember that Claude is using your session information, your authentication information. Wherever you are logged in and authenticated, it is also authenticated and logged in and act on your behalf. So make sure that you are treating it like an open laptop or a MacBook that you have given access to another user, but you are chaperoning what they are doing. So it is powerful, but make sure that you supervise it. With this in mind, I'll say goodbye to you. If you learned anything new in this particular video, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, give it a like, share it with others if you think others might also find it helpful. And in case you are going to try this out, let me know in the comment section what you are going to automate first.